Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Zodiac Bandit, and today I'm going to be ranking my favorite 3 moments from Laudna in this campaign so far. Campaign 3, that is. So, before I get started, spoilers, as normal. There's always spoilers in these, so if you're not caught up, spoilers. Spoilers. Also, my typical recap video comes out on Friday, but it might be a little later than normal, or it might be on a completely different day, as I'm going on vacation. The first vacation that me and my family have been on since COVID. So, yeah, it might be a little later. It might even come out Monday or Tuesday. Don't know, but I'll do my best to get it out as soon as possible. So, if there isn't a video on Friday, my apologies. But sometimes it's just how it is. It'll be the first time I actually miss a Friday in a long time. So, hopefully I can get it out. But anyway, let's get into the list.
Your eyes and starts to embody her form of dread. But this time, you see her. Her normal morning veil kind of cracks and crumbles and falls kind of in the same way that the leaf does. And she just takes the sun tree and embodies it.
And my third favorite moment from Laudna so far in this campaign is her taking her new form of dread. I love this moment. It is the start of something new for her, as this is the place where she was hanging after being killed by Delilah and her husband Silas Briarwood. And it's just great that she now has a new beginning where it ended initially. This is where her new life started, but it was still under Delilah. So now she got to come back here being revived, and then now on her own, presumably, she got to take her own form of dread, which was something of the seasons changing, and now her, taking on a vestige of the Sun Tree is very powerful. It's very great. Being in a place that she presumed to hate, she didn't like it here, she didn't feel like she belonged here, and now that she's been brought back here and she's been welcomed by Percy, she now embodies the central piece of Whitestone, and I think it's a great moment.
Move your arm, and you just feel the heat traveling through your arm.
I just reach out to Imogen.
What are you doing?
I can't.
What are you doing?
It's her.
The heat passes through your shoulder and into your chest.
She won't let me let go.
And now that cold becomes a warm heartbeat.
Grab her hand. Wait, what? It does what?
That cold bass sound becomes a warm heartbeat as the warmth hits your chest. And at that moment, your fingers pull open and the gem is cold and broken.
I'm so sorry.
No.
What just happened?
Uh-oh.
Imogen? I don't know what just happened.
You lied.
No.
You lied.
No.
And at number 2, I have Laudna / Delilah breaking the gnarl rock that Imogen was using to sort of comfort her in her sleep. And this moment is incredibly fun, interesting, cool. I love this moment quite a lot because, first of all, this put their first or presumably only strain on the Imogen-Laudna relationship that a lot of people really love and enjoy. And it was a bit of irony or hypocrisy when you look at the moment for a little bit, and that is Laudna wanted to make sure that the stone wasn't doing anything manipulative to Imogen, which it mildly was. And which is, to me, very hypocritical or ironic, because she had Delilah in her head, who manipulates her and literally physically manipulated her body in this moment to destroy the stone. So for me, I love the sense of irony here, but I also love the reaction to everything. The you lied and everyone else's reaction to the moment, and how it strains their relationship for a little while to the point where they're now standing on opposite sides of the group, and they're not necessarily talking, but they're not necessarily angry with each other either because they're confused about their emotions. And I really like what this did. The mild strain it put on their relationship was fun, and it didn't last too long to where it got annoying, like, say, 20 episodes later, and they were still kind of feuding over this little stone. I really wasn't doing too much, with the exception of a bit of sleep comfort, but it actually pushed Laudna and Imogen closer together at the end because they sort of provide that comfort for each other. So I really like this moment for those reasons, and I like the hypocrisy, ironicness to it of Laudna checking on her being manipulated while Laudna is herself being manipulated by Delilah. I really like that.
As she's falling back in the air from that second strike, she immediately takes the second blade and jams it up through her back, which pierces out of the sternum. And while holding her still aloft, kind of a reverse Sephiroth situation, Laudna, held in the air, just looks over at you. It's your turn.
And the number one is obviously Laudna's death. I have to put this here. I feel like this has to be here. It is simply one of the most important moments in this campaign so far, where she is killed. They have to make the choice between her and Orym. Very heavy choice. I discussed that in the Fern video if you want to go look at that. And I love this moment. I think it leads to some of the most impactful things. First and foremost, it leads to the death of Lord Esteros, as they're so hell-bent on returning Laudna that they sort of gloss over the fact that it was revealed to the enemy that Esteros was involved, putting him in a lot of danger. So instead of staying back and defending him, they left ASAP to go revive Laudna. We got to meet former characters from Vox Machina, Pike, Keyleth, Percy, Vax, and then we also got to like see the whole like dreamscape dimension hell thing that Laudna was trapped in. They had to fight Delilah. They potentially killed Delilah. They had a whole like issue with Percy. Like Percy was like, do not revive her, because if Delilah comes back, I'm going to kill the entire group. I thought that was great. It led to the Form of Dread change. It led to Pate coming to life. It is such an interesting moment. It also led to them sort of putting their plans on hold to deal with the Ruby Vanguard. Because now they've taken, I think they took like a couple of days out of the way to sort of shift gears to go get Laudna back, instead of focusing still on the main threat, that is the enemies. And it actually probably didn't help them in the end to do that. They probably could have done either or, like gone on and disrupted more things, learned a bit more, and then gone for Laudna. But at the same time, getting her back faster allowed them to have a better chance in the fight. So there's, give and take here between the two options, which I really enjoy and I really like. There's consequences to their actions. If they gotten there sooner, would they have been able to disrupt more things? Who knows? That's why I like this moment so much, because it's very impactful when you look at the grander scape, or the grander scope of this entire campaign so far. To me, one of the biggest moments was Laudna dying, because it was irreversible in the moment, and they had to go and change their plans. And I really enjoy moments like that in campaigns. And there you have it, my favorite Laudna moments so far in Campaign 3. This is going to be the list that changes the most. At the end, when I go back and make top 5s for each of these characters, this is going to be the one that changes the most. I was struggling to pick between a handful of them already, and I think a lot of these, parts are going to change a lot, with the exception of maybe Laudna's death, unless she does something so insane like Scanlan level of counterspelling Vecna, then that'll obviously have to take number 1. But right now, I feel like this list is going to be the most to change. I really enjoy Laudna's character. She's my favorite of the Bells Hells, and I'm excited to see more and more from her each time. And I'm missing her terribly right now, but I'm excited to see her, because eventually we're going to get like 6 or 7 episodes straight of just those 3 characters who are in wherever the hell they are. So I'm excited. So yeah, if I don't have the video up on Friday, it should come within the next few days after that. And that sucks if I don't get the recap up on Friday. But I hope you all understand, because it's been 2 years since my family's gone on vacation, 2-3 years now. So looking forward to it personally. And yeah. Anyway, see ya.